Yes.
Yes.
I think so too. Okay. Time is now 6:31. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 Wrentham Board of Selectmen meeting. In accordance with Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025, this meeting, Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 at 6:30, shall be conducted remotely. The public is invited to join via Zoom. There was instructions on the town's website. And as a preliminary matter, this is Select Board Chair Chris Gallo. Please permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Jim Anderson.
Jim Anderson is here.
Bill Harrington.
Harrington here.
Michelle Rouse.
Here.
And we're waiting on, I'm locked out of my government account, Selectman Lamoth. So if someone could give Roy Lamoth a call on his cell phone while we do the announcements, I'd really appreciate it to see if we can help him. So at this time, the meeting is open. We are waiting for Selectman Lamoth, but we are going to try to push forward and at least get the announcements, approval of the minutes, and some other things out of the way if possible. So can I have everyone please go to tab 1? And I would ask our wonderful clerk, Selectman Harrington, to read the announcements.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The Wrentham Department of Public Works Water Division will be flushing water mains and hydrants. This action will go for approximately 5 weeks as part of an ongoing preventive maintenance program to improve water quality. Starting September 14th, 2025, customers are advised that a drop in pressure and some discoloration of the water may occur while flushing is in progress. If this occurs, you should wait until we are out of the area and then run your cold water for several minutes and it should clear up. We appreciate your patience and cooperation. Any suggestions should be directed to the Public Works Department. The Metacomet Public Health Nurses are holding a community baby shower on Monday, September 8th, from 2 to 4 at the Fisk Public Library. The event is completely free. The nurse have collected a bunch of essential items for parents and expecting parents. The Safe Coalition with the police department will be doing car seat installations and inspections. Wrentham Day and Wrentham Road Race will be held on Saturday, September 6th, starting at 9 a.m. on the town common. Cable 8 will be holding an open house fundraiser on Saturday, September 20th from noon to 4 at 686 South Street. A September 11th remembrance ceremony will be held on Thursday, September 11th, starting at 8:30 a.m. at the 9/11 Memorial in front of the Town Hall. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Selectman Harrington. While we continue to wait for Selectman Lamoth, just to touch on a couple of those announcements. We'll have more to talk about with Wrentham Day in a minute. It's going to be a great event. We want everyone to come out and show support. We've got a lot of great things going on. Also, Cable 8 open house. You've heard us say this a couple of times. Should be a great event. Anyone out there that doesn't like me can come to that event because I'm going to be in a dunk tank and you can throw, and I see Plimpton laughing. This guy's a former major league pitcher, so I think Plimpton's going to show up and I'm in trouble. And that's okay because it's all for a good cause. But I will be talking some serious trash, just so everyone knows. So get ready and be prepared mentally. That's going to be a great event on the 20th. And then on a more somber note, everyone who knows me knows how important of a remembrance September 11th is to me personally, being there in Manhattan on that dreadful day. I encourage all of our community members, the select board, any town employees and residents to show up and give these wonderful men and women who are no longer with us, just the homage that they all deserve. So it looks like, do we have Roy on? Is Roy Lamoth on?
Roy is on.
Selectman Lamoth, sorry about the technical stuff. Great to have you on. I just went through the announcements and I'm ready to approve the minutes if you're okay with that.
I'm great with that.
Okay, tab number 2, everybody. At this time, Chair would entertain a motion to approve the August 19th, 2025 open session meeting minutes.
So moved.
So moved.
Motion made by Selectman Anderson, second by Selectwoman Rouse. Any further discussion? Being none, Selectwoman Rouse? Selectwoman Rouse?
Yes. Oh,
Sorry.
yes. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I didn't hear you the first time.
Yes.
Selectman Anderson. Selectman Anderson.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Hey, stop scaring me, guys. Stop scaring me. Selectman Harrington.
Harrington, yes.
Thank you, Bill. Selectman Lamothe.
Lamothe, yes.
Chris Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Okay, this is where we're going to take things slightly out of order. I'm actually going to jump to Wrentham Day. With us, we have our town manager, Mike King, as well as we have Recreation Director Jeff Plimpton. Mike, do we want to let Jeff start, or do you want to start with Wrentham Day festivities and plans?
I would recommend that Jeff start and talk about it, just overview of where they're at with the Wrentham Day planning and what to expect.
Okay, so welcome, Mr. Plimpton. Always great to have you. Thank you for coming on the meeting tonight. As you very well know, been a lot of preparation for this Saturday, September 6th, 10 to 3, I believe. I think the road race starts at 9, but the event's at 10. Can you tell our wonderful viewers what we should expect for that day, Mr. Plimpton?
Absolutely. Thank you, Select Board, for having me on. I appreciate that. And I will say, Chris, it's tough to trash talk if you're in the water the whole time. There's the reaction I was looking for. All right. So I'll start off by telling everyone this is our 40th year with Wrentham Day, give or take a few years. Some things get lost in transition a little bit sometimes, but we're pretty excited about that. I think we hang our hat on, the opportunity to run this for the town every year. It's a great event. Mostly, I can't say that everyone comes out, but it's well attended throughout the day with just we estimate, anywhere from probably 1,500 to 2,000 people that come through the 6 hours of activities. So we're very happy about that. We urge people to still come out. It's a heavily sports day, I would say, in the community. A lot of things are kicking off this weekend with soccer, and I think there's basketball tryouts typically at this time of year, and football's going on. So a lot happening, but throughout the day we see a lot of people that come out, and it's great to see these people and get a chance to. Sometimes you don't see people all year, and you see them at Wrentham Day, and it's a great event. I'll start off with the Wrentham Road Race. That starts off at 9:00. Registration is before that. You can still sign up for that. We have around 50 signed up at the moment, and that's a typical number. If the day is nice, which it should be, we are expecting around 125 runners, which we typically get. There's one of the biggest things about Wrentham Road Race is that we award the first place for female and male from Wrentham. So they get something very nice from us, which is a great thing. We also have awards for every age group. So from, being, let's say 5 or 6 years old, all the way up to 12. And then it goes on from 12 to 19, 20 to 30. So every age group gets some type of medal if they do come in first place. We also are sponsored by Eagle Brook Saloon with pizza and drinks and all sorts of fruit for the runners afterwards. Each participant also gets a shirt for the day, road race shirt, and we also have raffle and prizes. So it's a nice day. I think it's a good race. It's a 5K that goes up and back on Taunton Street, and it seems to be fairly popular. So it's a good way to kick the day off. As far as recreation sponsored events that we have additional to the groups that come out for the day, we have a trackless train that's for the kids. The kids seem to be on that all day. That thing runs all day. It goes up around Taunton Street and back, and there's always a line there, so that's always fun. This year we have the Red Sox Showcase, so that means you can bat and cage. You can see how hard you throw. They have cornhole. They have Jenga. They have all different things, pictures and stuff. So that'll be a fun day. It's actually from the Boston Red Sox, so they're coming out and doing their thing. So that'll be nice. Recreation has Richie Slush free all day, popcorn free all day for anybody that comes up and would like something like that. Berkshire Valley Boys will be on the concert on the gazebo, so They always do a nice job. We also have Touch a Truck, which is the DPW, the fire department, and the police department partake in that. That's been a huge hit over the last probably 7 or 8 years. And the kids get a chance to go on some of these big machines, and who doesn't like getting into a fire truck and checking it all out? So it's really cool, and I appreciate all those departments putting their time in and putting their manpower in for the 6 hours. So that's fantastic. And we also have hot dogs and hamburgers put on by the Wrentham Youth Baseball League, and softball. So that's a big thing. As far as vendors, this year it seems like it's probably going to be the biggest one we've had. Right now we have over 80 people coming out. So that means they're a 10 by 10 booth, and that could be anywhere from town departments pitching what's going on within the town, local businesses pitching on what's going on out there within themselves. Political groups, arts and crafts, woodworking, Girls and Boy Scouts, real estate companies. The Lions Club does always something great every year, and they do their banana split as well. So those are some of the things that we do, and it's a great day. Also, I didn't mention that the clam chowder by the Pico Fire Department, they always do a nice job, and I always get a couple of those, so it's really neat. But if you have any questions or anything, I'm happy to answer.
Jeff, aren't we also going to call out Sweat Park, draw some attention to the newly renovated Sweat Park? Do we have any
Absolutely.
pickleball going
Thank you.
on?
Yeah, we do. We have several different tournaments going on during the day, age-based. So we are utilizing Sweat Park and the beautiful renovated park. It's fantastic. It's been very much a success down there. What I would mention right now to you is next year, I mentioned this to Mike King, maybe a month or two back, that we're interested in actually putting Sweat Park into the whole mix in the future. It was kind of tough this year at short notice. But what we would like to do is cut off traffic right there at the Looking Glass, I believe it is, and then to the lights, everything shut down. We can use the road and sort of change up things a little bit, and maybe keep everything on the common, but not the lower common. We can use the roadway, and I think that would be a fantastic way to sort of put the highlight on Sweat Park and what's going on down there. So we can also put vendors. We can put music down there as well. We can do many different things. So we're excited about that. That's definitely a yes on our part. That's something that I would bring to the selectmen to ponder over.
Sounds great. I know Mike mentioned something to me in passing. I'll make sure that we bring it to the board, and I think you're going to have a really easy time getting the board to approve something so cool and so fun, and so be a great opportunity for the townspeople. So at this time, Mike King, do you have anything to add before I open it up to the board? See if anyone has any questions or comments for Jeff.
I do. I just want to announce that town administration will have multiple tables at Wrentham Day this Saturday. We will be highlighting the new Public Works building project, proposed locations for MBTA Communities Act zoning, and directing attendees to please visit the recently renovated Sweat Park. We hope that people stop by and visit with us to learn more about important topics that will be before town meeting in November. Thank you.
Perfect. At this time, instead of going through the whole board, I'm just going to ask if anyone has any questions or comments about Sweat Park, raise your hand and I'll go down the list accordingly. Go ahead, Billy.
That's not really about Sweat Park, Chris. It's about Wrentham Day. The Lions are also going to have a dunk tank. And if you are willing to take and put your money up, you could probably sink me too.
So you're going to be in the dunk tank?
Yes,
Jeff,
sir.
Plimpton and I are going to go there first thing. I'll put $100 towards dunking.
I don't need $100. Just give me one ticket.
10-4. All right, sounds great, Bill. I know the Lions Club. Someone made a mention that the Lions Club was going to do something great in addition to banana split, but this is even better.
Yes, sir.
Select board members are going to be the first people in line, Billy.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Line them up.
All right. What else? Does anyone else have anything comment about Wrentham Day to Mike King, Jeff Plimpton, anyone else on the call? Jimmy, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. So Jeff, I just want to, first of all, thank you and your team for putting this together. I believe it or not, I don't think I've missed a year for Wrentham Day.
Sure.
Something I look forward to every year. And I as well will partake in the clam chowder with the fire department. That is fantastic stuff. And just kudos to you and your team. You always do a good job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. I see you there every year, and that's fantastic to get out there and then mingle with the people. So that's great.
Yep.
Thank
two,
you.
old- two old guys right here on the call, 40 years in.
And the best
I
two
owe you
old-
that one, Jeff. So,
You better watch it, Chris. Remember, you're going to be on that dunk tank. You better watch it.
well, I'm trying to get it going. So, listen, we really appreciate our rec department. Everyone knows that. Appreciate everyone involved, PDFD, DPW. It takes a village. We know that. We've got a great village here, a great town. So if no other questions, we'll move on. But thank you so much for that update, Mike King and Jeff Plimpton on Wrentham Day.
Thank you for having me.
All right, have a good night.
All
Okay,
right.
let's move to a very important person. We're going to go to tab 3 and go to Mary Dolbeck. Mary, are you with us this evening? I thought I saw her. She's muted. She's there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Mary. How you doing this evening?
Good. I don't know where my camera is.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem at all. I am so happy to have you back. For those people that didn't know, we had a little bit of a confusion at the last meeting. We thought we had already appointed Mary Dolbeck to this position. It turns out we hadn't. No, Mary, you weren't losing your mind. We were losing our mind, and we apologize for the miscommunication. It's thus been rectified. Mary previously served on this board, and we just thought she would be an amazing asset. She's graciously told us that she'd be willing to serve again. So in our packet, my fellow board members, we have her application, longtime resident of 29 years, very impressive resume here. And we're lucky to have her. I will open it up to the board members. Anyone that has any questions or comments for Mary, please let me know or speak up. Does anyone have any questions or comments for Mary? No? Everyone's very impressed by her resume and credentials, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Mary, that was the easiest appointment I've ever seen. We're going to vote on you in 1 second, but I just want to reiterate how thankful we are for you to be willing to step up and do this again for us, and how sorry I personally am. I take responsibility as the chairman when there's a mistake. So I'm so sorry about the confusion. Thank you for being, so just nice and easy and amenable and easy to work with. It means a lot to us.
Great.
So at this time, Chair would entertain a motion to appoint Mary Dolbeck to the Commission on Disability for a term effective immediately and expiring on June 30th, 2028.
So moved.
Motion made by Selectman Anderson, second by Selectman Harrington. Any further discussion? Being none, Selectwoman Rouse,
Yes.
Selectman Anderson,
Anderson's a yes.
Selectman Harrington,
Harrington, yes.
Selectman Lamothe,
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Thank you again, Mary. And Mike, does she have to go to town clerk and get sworn in?
Yes.
So, Mary, please make sure before your first meeting, you go see Ann Fisk, our town clerk, and she will swear you in.
Okay. And somebody will let me know when the first meeting is?
Yes, we will. We'll
Okay.
make sure that, we'll make sure that Mike, Amanda from Mike King's office will reach out to you and let you know when the first meeting is.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Mary. Feel free to stay on with us. One of the best meetings in town, but totally understand if you have other things to do. We're now going to go to tab number 4, another superstar we have with us, and another fellow dunk tank person. I believe it's Dr. Alan Cameron. Do we have Dr. Alan Cameron with us this evening?
Yes, sir. I'm here, Mr. Chair. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. I can see you.
Outstanding.
Welcome to the meeting, Dr. Cameron.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to Wrentham Day every year, running the road race. I haven't scheduled my time for the dunk tank and that dunk tank yet, but I'm a Cable 8 dunk tanker too. So it's a lot of time in the tank.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be
Dr.
great.
Cameron, tell us about, this year, how back to school went thus far, and what your plans are to have a great year with our kids in Wrentham schools.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. So we started with just the staff back on Monday, August 25th. We had 2 full days packed with professional development and preparing for the students to return. We've welcomed back a few new colleagues who are replacing people who left us at the end of last year. And we had a lot of training sessions focusing on a lot of the things we're going to work on this year, specifically with our ELA program we implemented last year, just building on that, talking about school security, and making sure teachers had time to get ready for the students. That was mostly on Monday, the 25th. On the 26th, we continue that. A Wrentham tradition that we have here is something called a meet and greet, where the teachers open their classrooms for about 45 minutes to their incoming students and their families so they can get a look at the classroom, meet the teacher, see their friends, put their stuff down. It reduces a lot of anxiety before the first day of school. Something I think is a really special thing that we've got here in Wrentham. I haven't seen in any other place. Another exciting thing we do on that second day is we have kindergarten orientation for the bus. The kids come in, learn about the bus. Donna Burt, from the rec department, also one of our bus drivers. She's a rock star. She and then one of her colleagues, we pile the kids on the bus. We drive around the green. Lots of tears when they first get on the bus and lots of cheers when they get off at the end. Everyone loves the bus when they get off at the end of it. And then on Wednesday, the 30th, we welcomed 980 students. That's a 3% increase over the prior year, including our largest kindergarten class since 2021. We've got 586 students at the Lady and 394 at Roderick. And we're going to continue to work on things we've been working on, making sure that we sustain a culture of continuous growth, learning, and collaboration, try to nurture respectful relationships and strengthen family and community connections, and ensure the schools are safe, innovative, and inclusive. And thanks to all of you, you've helped us quite a bit on all three of those objectives, particularly the third one. They had that tragic school shooting in Minneapolis last week, and it just made us all remember how fortunate we are to have the select board and school committee who advocate for us and support us. Just last year, we were able to, with your support, put ballistic film on all the glass windows and doors, another security measure, one of many that's been supported by the town. Just another example of why this is such a great place to be. So far we're off and running. Great start, and I'm excited for the rest of the year.
No, it's great. It's great to have you, Dr. Cameron. Appreciate all that you and the team do. As you mentioned, select board has always been, and as long as I'm the chair or on the board, and I know that board members feel the same way, continue to be a big supporter of yours in the Wrentham Public Schools. I also know there's a lot happening this year. I know you're in the midst of some contract negotiations. You're in the midst of a school committee building committee project, building campaign project, I should say. So there's a lot happening in the schools.
Yes.
And I'm excited for you and everyone else for another great year.
Thank you.
I will open it up now for the other board members. I know everyone likes to engage with you. Might ask you a couple questions. So at this time, open it up with the board members, starting with Selectwoman Rouse to see if she has anything to ask or add.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair. Dr. Cameron, you know that I'm a big fan of you, your staff,
Thank
and
you.
the teachers and all that you do for the students here and the families in Wrentham. So I just wish you continued success this upcoming school year. It's always exciting when I see bus one start going down West Wrentham. So
Yes, it is. And thank you.
you.
Yeah, and you'll be front row on all the exciting school stuff, the school building stuff. So thank you for your hard work on that.
Absolutely. No further questions.
Great. Selectman Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, Dr. Cameron.
Yes, sir.
First of all, good to see you again, as always.
You too, Chief.
I hope you had a good summer.
Too short.
Yeah, I hear you. We all look forward to an exciting school year. But I just want to once again just thank you and your leadership team for all you do for the students and our kids in our community. And if anything we can do, please reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to do what we can to help you guys.
Thank you, Chief. You always have, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Only rebuttal I'll make is Jim Anderson said his summer's too short. You're on summer the whole year, Jim.
He's in the promised land. He made it.
Envy,
Exactly.
But point taken, Selectman Anderson. Selectman Harrington.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, Dr. Cameron, great to see you.
You too, sir.
And, just reiterate what the other board members have said. You do a great job.
Thank you.
We've got a fantastic school system, and
Yes, sir.
proud to say that my grandson just started yesterday or today. Was his first day.
Pre-K, yes,
Yeah,
exactly
pre-K.
right. Very exciting times today. A lot of
Sure
excitement,
was.
a lot of kids running around. It was great.
Yeah, I'm really excited for him. He's got a great opportunity to advance his career that he chose on his little placard.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Anything else, Bill?
That's it.
That's exciting. Selectman Lamar.
Oh, I too got pictures of my preschool grandson going off to school this morning, and
Big
I'll see
day.
and I'll see the rest of the pictures in the coming days. And I know when I get those pictures, we're sending them off to bigger and better things. And thanks to you, we really appreciate your time and effort.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate that. And we're excited to have them all. It's great.
All right, Dr. Cameron. If nothing else, we will see you this Saturday at Wrentham Day. Get you throwing on ready. And I think you're running the road race too, right?
Yes, sir. Every year. Love it. I'm going to try to win it for the well, I need to wait until I'm in the over 60 group. I don't know. I keep losing out. I keep thinking the older I'll get, I'll win one of these times, but not yet. But maybe over 60, I will. A few more years.
If you're looking for me, I'll be with Selectman Anderson at the chowder line by the finish.
That's the place to be.
Yeah. All right, have a good night.
You too. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
This time, we're going to move to tab 5. We have another superstar with us. We have Liz Harkins from Wrentham Cable 8 with us this evening. Liz, we want to welcome you to the meeting. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Welcome, and please bring us up to speed on what you want to share with us. I believe you want to talk about some Wrentham Day stuff, or your event as well. So what can we talk about with you this evening?
So I have actually provided you all a couple of letters that I'm hoping that you guys will have a chance to review at some point, but I wanted to highlight some bullet points and then top it off with some open house fundraiser stuff. So the first thing I really wanted to inform you all about, of course, is the rebranding and the mission expansion. So Wrentham Community Media, formerly Wrentham Cable 8. So for those who are unaware, we have rebranded the official name, driven by the community, which I thought was a really great way to kind of go into the new era of media within Wrentham. Cable is becoming a bit more obsolete, so that was the driving force behind the name change on that front. So Wrentham Community Media is now going to be the name moving forward. This will allow for a more inclusive, digitally adaptive, and community-focused mission. We've invested in modern tools as well at the station and expanded youth outreach and deepening, and we're working on deepening the partnerships within and across the town. The next item I wanted to just briefly mention, and this is for, I know the select board's aware of this, but those who are tuning in, I'm hoping will just keep their ear shot out when it comes to the legislative side of our mission. For those who are unaware of how Wrentham Cable 8 is funded, we are funded through cable subscribership, so through franchise funding. Sadly, over the past 5 years, we've seen a 14% decline in revenue, which does impact our ability to do the great things that we try to do within the town, as well as what I've tried to expand on over the past couple of years of my presence here in Wrentham, which is the driving force behind the legislation. And what that legislation would do is essentially create a modernized funding for community media with broadband fees, so to speak. So those Netflix and those other streaming platforms that really don't pay anything when it comes to the public right of way, that's what that legislation is covering. The third thing I wanted to talk about was the new funding model that Wrentham Cable 8 is adapting to with support of the Wrentham Community Media Board. We're currently looking at viewership habits and seeing the trends leaning towards the streaming platforms. So what we are doing is trying to modernize the accessibility. So for those who have had to submit those those requests to find your content, you'll actually be pleased to see that we have now really improved our website. So when you go to our landing page, you can actually go to municipal content right under Watch Now, and you'll be able to see the select board meetings right there, and see the existing playlist and previous recorded segments as well. That will continue to expand as we continue to develop the website, and just make things more accessible with video on demand content. The operational improvements would be the next item I just quickly wanted to mention. So for those who have great events in town, a lot of you are used to emailing me, which I will still take those emails, and I will absolutely schedule everything on that front. But we've also created a streamlined process where you can actually go to our event submission form and just put in all the details to your event. Ideally 2 weeks in advance, as I hate to say we can't cover something. And that way we can accommodate to the best of our ability with staffing and equipment. Of course, there's also, as I mentioned, the program request form that is still on the website should anybody not be able to find any content that we've recorded, and we'll be sending you the link directly. Some other upgrades to our website have to do with documentation and improvements and navigation tools. So the one thing I always like to do is if you see something on the website that just doesn't work for you, we're always adapting and we're always trying to make our website not only ADA compliant but user friendly. So anything that the board or anything the community is looking to see happen on our platform to make things more accessible, please feel free to email me at liz@wrenthamcable8.com, and I'm happy to accommodate those requests. So the last item on my list is, of course, the community engagement portion. Currently, we've been developing an internship and articulate program with the KP school system. My real goal is to be able to connect with all our school systems in the town of Wrentham, and develop a great partnership within each of our school systems. The KP school system and Jody Greenleaf over there is actually one of our board members now at Wrentham Community Media, and we have a great relationship currently. We actually work to install about $10,000 worth of lights over at the school system to help really bolster that relationship and that partnership, as the students can now create great content that we can now air on Wrentham Community Media. Some other great things coming out of that partnership is for those who haven't tuned into the Thanksgiving game last year, look forward to it this year, because that content is directly produced by your students and your local access stations, not only Wrentham Community Media, but you have North TV, NCTV, over at Norfolk, as well as Franklin TV, all collaborating on that mission. It's a really great collaboration, and really it brings the student experience that much more into that professional world. And of course, our open house fundraiser is the big box item coming up September 20th. We open up the doors to everyone to attend as we help educate everyone on how we function today. And really, it's a great way to just see what's going on within your community. We invite community members who have initiatives that they want to really showcase and share with the rest of the community to come on between the 12 and 4 p.m. time frame, as we're allowing individuals to come on camera for a couple minutes just to talk a little bit about things. You'll actually have some tables as well available to get some supporting information, not only about Wrentham Community Media, but the town as well. I believe Amanda or a representative, excuse me, will be present as well.
Great.
So that is a lot of items for me today. I apologize for the brief list that I wanted to just quickly breeze over. But if anybody wants any more information about any of these items, I'm happy to go into more detail.
Liz, thanks so much for the update. I clearly it's clearly evident that you're trying to do a lot of great things, rebranding one of them. The website looks great. Adding the services that you're talking about. So it's great that you're doing all that. And as you know, I'll be there at the fundraiser on the 20th. I hope my fellow board members will try to stop by as well. And at this time, I'm going to open it up to my fellow board members to see if anyone has any questions or comments. If you do, just raise your hand and go right ahead, just so we're not all talking over each other. Michelle, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Liz, welcome, and thank you for that great update. I think that you and your team are just outstanding. Whenever there's an event in this community, we can count on someone from Cable 8 being there and being so professional and documenting the event or the meeting or whatever it is. So thank you for all those efforts. And just to echo Mr. Gallo's comments regarding the website, great enhancement, so much easier to use and find information. So that's wonderful. And I'm really thrilled to hear about the engagement with KP and getting those volunteers and internships going. That's excellent to see. One question I do have, where is that bill that you mentioned in terms of the process, the legislation process? How far is it in the legislation, and when do you anticipate it being voted on?
So currently, the Mass Access Board, who kind of is spearheading the submission of the bill, along with Joan Mosquino, they submitted that in January, resubmitted. This was a 9-year-long process. Last year was the closest to reaching an end, a finish line, so to speak. And unfortunately, it was the best thing that they felt was to forgive me for I'm not sure the terminology on this front, but they essentially had felt it was best to table it for now and then reapply and resubmit it in January. They recently in April, they were actually bringing it to the House and the Senate. And after that, they were working on a rewrite, and then they were going to give us an update. So what I'll do is I'll reach out to Joan Mosquino and get more of a formal update so I can give you all more of a status update on that front.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you. No further questions.
All right, Selectman Anderson, I saw your hand up.
Yeah, no, just a quick comment. Just want to thank Liz for all she does. And, Liz, you do a good job. And I just hope that you keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Go ahead, Roy.
Hey, Liz, I wrote to Michael earlier today wondering about the collaboration you might be able to have with surrounding towns. Sounds great what you're doing on Thanksgiving, but in order to, maybe, stem off some of the financial burden, what kinds of things have you tried to do with them, and how successful or unsuccessful have you been in trying to coalesce some activity with them?
So I actually love that question. And one of the biggest things that I've done is develop the KP Network brand, which does collaborate with your district. So you have the North TV, you have Norfolk and NCTV, Norfolk Community Media, and then of course Wrentham Community Media now. The three organizations have been able to work under that KP Network brand, where I reach out to, say, North TV. I give them the list of programs that we are covering. They give me the list of programs they at North TV are covering. And we actually share that coverage. That allows us to broaden our ability to be in multiple places. Not only be in multiple places, but if we both want to cover the same event, we now have the ability to scale that production from a single camera to a multi-cam production, which gives it a much more improved quality at the end of the day. Now, my biggest struggle has been with Norfolk specifically, as I've tried very hard to work with their board to get to not only create a mutually beneficial relationship, but allow for the Norfolk side of the equation to also scale their productions. However, their board was just not aligned with our board in terms of what that looked like. We in Wrentham actually produce all of the KP Network content when it comes to everything school related. We program everything on the educational channel in both Norfolk and Wrentham, yet the Norfolk community didn't see it fit to really compensate Wrentham in any capacity. So I've been hitting some roadblocks on that front. as their board initially was aligned with us a year ago in October. We were working on proposals. I gave them a quote essentially on what the funding would look like to effectively scale that collaboration. And if they expected Wrentham to continue to essentially foot the bill for everything, we were hoping that they would recognize that that was not non-sustainable at the end of the day, without that support and that investment on their part. So unfortunately, with the change of a command over there and their president stepping down because he kept hitting roadblocks with his internal board, the president and I really just found that we weren't going to go anywhere as it stood. So now my next steps have really been to try to just talk to the administration to see if there's anything the administration could do. But realistically, I found that every community operates very independently in this front. And how that board structure and and the way the board wants to direct things in that community is of course dictated by the individuals there. And until those board members change, I'm not sure how much more I can really push them to hopefully make a decision that could be favorable for both parties.
And there's nothing in Plainville that's similar?
North TV actually runs the Plainville station.
Oh,
So
you do? Okay.
yeah, unfortunately, before I came on board, Plainville reached out to NCTV in North Attleboro, as they had a very functioning operation. I'm sad to say that a number of years ago, it seemed that Wrentham Cable 8 was a bit siloed and wasn't as approachable at the time. I think I came in about a year too late for that contract, as it's actually proven very profitable for the North TV station, as they now get the 4% from the franchise funding from Plainville to accommodate those services.
Yeah, that KP connection though, it's really sad that we lost it. Well, thank you again. And thank you for that explanation.
No problem.
Okay. Thanks again, Liz. Again, appreciate you. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, everyone went. Appreciate all the hard work. Thanks for keeping our board updated. We're always here. Keep us posted on all these different fronts, and reach out if we can, do anything to assist. All right.
Absolutely. I really appreciate the time. Thank you all for the support, and I will absolutely keep you guys up to date. I always like to be transparent as to what's going on our front, as I like to keep the community involved in how we operate.
Great. Thanks so much. Talk
Thanks.
soon.
Take care.
One thing before we move on to tab 7 board on the 9/11 remembrance, I didn't mention when we were talking about Wrentham Day. We could talk about this maybe at Mike King's town manager report. There's no set times for our board to man the tables or anything. We're just hoping that, I know everyone has commitments. I know I have sports later in the afternoon. We're hoping everyone can swing by and represent the board and the town, from sometime between 9 and 3, right? 10 and 3, right, Mike? Yeah, 10 and 3, I believe.
Correct.
Okay, that'd be very much appreciated. No sign up genius is going out though. Just show up when you can, and we appreciate it. Let's move on to tab number 7. Okay, tab number 7, we're going to talk about the 9/11 remembrance. This is something that we do every year on September 11th. We have with us Chief Marino. Chief Marino and his team spearhead the event. This is another event where it'd be great. I know, everyone has work schedules, family schedules. Everyone has a million things going on, but I'd love to see some of the board members there. I know everyone does a great job of coming when they can, and spread the word with the community members. Very important day in our nation's history. One that has, affected me dramatically, as you guys know that know me well. I was there on September 11th in New York, and it's just a tough day for a lot of people. So it's great to show the community, show our first responders how much we care about them and understand the dangers of their jobs each and every day. So with that, Chief Marino, do you have are you going to give us a quick update on what we can expect the morning of September 11th?
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for having me tonight. Yeah, it's the typical kind of silent remembrance. If the board would like to have anyone speak, anytime between 8:15 and 8:25. would be a good time slot. So if you have anyone from the public that wants to speak, typically we don't. 8:30, I'd ask dignitaries of the town to place the wreath after any speakers, and then between 8:30 and 10:30, we'll highlight all the specific times that are on the monument itself to remember each crew of each aircraft and when the towers fell, and take in consideration the 3,000 plus people that lost their lives that day and continue to lose their lives with the 9/11 illness and just the general psychological toll that it's taken on thousands and thousands of people. So that's pretty much the update. We need to have a wreath, typically is provided by the select board's office, and we'll be out there for those 2 hours.
Great, thanks, Chief. I know we like to keep it simple as we do, and it's just a sombering but very important and effective memorial, in my humble opinion. We'll make sure the wreath's there. Your team, as well as your cohorts, your counterparts in blue, always show up in numbers, also do a great job manning that memorial as well. So we appreciate your efforts, your team's efforts. And yeah, we will, if any of the board members want to say something, you can reach out to me and Mike King offline, and we'll, coordinate a time for whoever wants to say something, either like Chief said, before that 8:20 start, or I know there's a lot of lag time between the different things that transpire. We could fit you in somewhere in that time as well. So, appreciate everyone's support on this. Love to see communities show up strong as in the past. Does anyone have any questions or comments for the Chief, Mike King, myself, anyone regarding the 9/11 memorial this coming September 11th? Anybody? No?
No.
Okay. Thanks, Chief, for being here. Appreciate your time. Mike, do you have anything to add before we move on?
I do not. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much, Chief. Thank you. Let's move on to tab number 8. Okay. Tab number 8. So this is a procedural event. We have to formally, open the warrant so that people can submit warrant articles. Yeah, this is for the November 3rd, 2025 annual fall town meeting. In our packet, we just had the November 3rd, 2025 meeting memo. Really straightforward. We don't have to read that in the record, do we, Mike?
You do not have to read the memo. No.
Great. So if there's no questions or comments from the board, this time Chair would entertain a motion to open the warrant for the November 3rd, 2025 annual fall town meeting on September 3rd, 2026, and to close the warrant on October 14th, 2025 at 4:30.
So moved.
Motion made by Selectman Lamoth, seconded by Selectman Harrington. Any further discussion? Being none, we'll do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse,
Yes.
Selectman Anderson,
Anderson's a yes.
Selectman Harrington,
Harrington, yes.
Selectman Lamoth,
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Next, we're going to go to tab number 9. It looks like we have we've done this in the past. This is a repeat event. It's a special event permit application with Republic Services Truck Rodeo at King Philip High School. We have with us Mary Beth Poirier from Republic. I believe, right? Mary Beth, is that you? Do we have Mary Beth? I think we do. And we have an application.
Sorry, I'm here. Yes.
Hi, Mary Beth. How are you this evening?
Thank you for having me, guys.
Welcome. Before we let you give us a quick little summary, I just want to let the board members know in case they forgot, this is a repeat event, and as per all of our other events, it has to go through the normal process, which means an application's filed. All the necessary department heads have reviewed this. for it to be in front of us. Everyone's approved it. And essentially we're just kind of making sure we understand what's going on, ask any last minute questions, and decide if we, want to grant the special permit. So, Mary Beth, do you want to give the board, we know this was, I'm told this was a very successful event last year. Do you want to give us just a quick summary of the event? Anything you think we should know about?
Absolutely. Well, now we're obviously having the same time slot as your Wrentham Day. Do you have roads blocked off or anything that I need to inform? I have out of town employees coming. I have Maine, New Hampshire, they're coming from all over. Will there be any detours or whatnot that I need to notify them of?
You should be fine going down the main drag there. Mike, we don't close, obviously at the 1A intersection. We're not closing any of that, right?
Not that I'm anticipating, but I will confirm with the police chief for her. But while we have her on the call, we might want to note that in the future, we might have some roads closed off for next
Right.
year's, if she's scheduling on a
I
similar
didn't
day.
even, well, and I've been actually dealing with Joseph over at King Philip, so maybe he was unaware that you were having Wrentham Day. Next time I'll have to take a look at your Wrentham calendar. I didn't realize, because last year I think we had it on the 14th, like the following week. And I was more concerned with working around the King Philip High School football team. So
yeah, I don't foresee you having any road challenge, major road.
okay.
Mike King, our town manager, will follow up just in case.
Yeah.
But I don't foresee that being an issue, but definitely keep in mind that typically the first Saturday in September or the second Saturday in September, we do our Wrentham Day. So for future events, just keep in mind. But if you don't mind, can you give the board just a quick summary of what you guys are doing there? My understanding is it's kind of like a team building event for Republic Services.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is an employee event, and it's through our business units. We have 6 business units from Maine down to Connecticut. So it's basically a skills competition. There will be 4 different types of vehicles that there will, some of our drivers, our mechanics, CDL drivers, the Class A drivers. It's a skills competition, and they're awarded a first, second, and third place for each competition. There's a forklift where they have to bowl, where they have to play basketball with the tines of the forklift. They're maneuvering, barriers and whatnot. So it's on time, it's on skill. Then the trucks, then we have the trucks. We have a roll-off truck, we have a vac truck, and we have a tractor trailer truck. And they have to maneuver back up, go to a certain point, and maneuver around cones and whatnot. So it's basically it's for our drivers, for mechanics, for anyone that holds a license within our company, and they're using our vehicles. We are not having touch of trucks this year because we didn't want to bring our trucks down and leave them there on Friday night. There's a football game evidently, so there will not be trucks this year. There are no live animals. I know last year they were kind of concerned because the week before they had that mishap over at the Emerald Square Mall with the animals that got out. What was it, bulls or something? So there are no animals. It's only the trucks, and it's an employee event. So it's our big thing that we do, and it's a competition. So, but we make it a family fun event. So they come down, we have bouncy houses, we'll have food trucks there. We do have a first aid set up. We have EMTs that are on our staff as well. And we have safety managers that will be there. So it's a well supervised event. So looking forward to it.
Sounds great. So there'll be no running with the bulls.
No running with the bulls, but we appreciate it's really been a nice partnership with King Philip, and we certainly appreciate Wrentham being so gracious with us every year. It's a win-win for all of us. It's so close for us. Being down the street, we're in that little industrial park before you at the end down where who's down there? DeBella's,
right.
yeah, all of it, De Placido. So we're in that industrial park, and it's really been just a win-win for all of us because we can just go up there and set up the track, do all of this stuff. So
Great.
yep. And
All right. Well, this time I'm going to ask my fellow board members if anyone has any questions or comments. Please raise your hand, and you can go ahead. We'll start with Selectman Lamoth. Roy, you're on mute.
I would just tell everybody, your employees, if they can avoid 1A and 140, to come in from Franklin would be the best thing to do because it will be congested.
Well, I'm also thinking Taunton Street. So if I've got my employees coming in from 495 or one, some may go down Taunton Street, and isn't that where your race is? That's where they're running, correct?
You don't want to go down Taunton Street.
No, so you don't want Taunton Street. That's why I'm saying, so Route 1A would be the best.
Creek Street.
Corner
to
be
go around.
okay, and then, so if you went Wampum Corner and then Creek Street, cut across and take a right that way. Okay,
Yep.
all right. I'll be sure to let them all know.
And just as a disclaimer, the select board does not provide traffic advice. If there's any issues, I'll give you Selectman Lamoth's personal cell phone number.
There you go.
Right. No.
All right. Anyone else have any questions or comments or concerns for Mary Beth before we let her go enjoy the rest of her evening? No. Sounds like a great event.
Thank you. Thanks again.
Thanks
Take
so
care.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Next, we have another special permit. Let's go to tab number 10.
Mr. Chair, did you want to vote on the permit?
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good idea if we did that, huh? So that's why you're here, Mike. Make sure I don't screw things up. So per Mike King's suggestion, at this time, Chair would entertain a motion to approve or deny the special event application for Republic Services Truck Rodeo 2025 at King Philip Regional High School on September 6, 2025, as presented, pending good standing with fire, health, inspections, and police departments.
Motion. Approve.
Second.
So motion made by Selectman Lamoth, second by Selectwoman Rouse. Any further discussion? Being none, we'll do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse.
Yes.
Anderson.
You're
Selectman
muted.
Anderson. Jimmy.
Harrington,
We are
yes.
off our game tonight. We are off our game.
Harrington, yes.
Harrington, yes.
Lamoth, yes.
Mallow, yes.
Anderson's yes.
All right.
5-0. I think Jimmy was dreaming about summer vacation again. So that passed. Thank you for that. We're off our game tonight, guys and girls. Now we're going to go to tab number 10, and I take full responsibility. Special event permit application, Cirque Entertainment 6 LLC, Paranormal Cirque 123 at Wrentham Outlets. Special event application. We have Rosa with us. Rosa, are you with us this evening?
I'm here. Rosa and Yolanda.
Hi, Rosa and Yolanda. So just before we get to you guys, and thank you so much for being with us this evening. Once again, to my board, as a refresher, this is a repeat event. We've done this at least twice now. It's a classy event. I've actually took my whole family, my kids. They absolutely loved it. They did a great job. Very, very, very fun and entertaining. It looks like the permit was, the application was completely filled out. Once again, it has to go in front of all of the appropriate boards, FD, PD, DPW, Board of Health, all that good stuff. There's a site map included in our packet, so tons of information there. Special permit is on page 28 of our packet. But with that being said, ladies, would you like to give us a quick summary? How was the event for you last year? What are you doing differently this year? And what can the Wrentham residents expect?
Okay, well, just like it's the same event, it's paranormal, right? Paranormal is our adult themed show. Came there last year. It was received very, very well by the community. Like, I believe this is our third time, as you mentioned, coming back to your area. Performance dates that we would like to propose were October 3rd through the 5th. And we just want to make it a yearly event coming there to Wrentham. Like I said, it was very well received. We have a good relationship with the mall, and just hoping we can get it approved on your end.
Is this now, when you say adult themed, I brought my kids to the first one. Is it the same type of thing, or is it like more risque on this? Like, what's the situation?
Your property. So it's the same thing. It's the same unit, actually.
Okay,
Different performers, a few different acts, because, you know, those change out every year because a lot of our performers are on visas. So some of them go back and some other ones come in, but same concept.
great. Okay, lots of information in the packet, select board. Does anyone have any questions or comments for these two ladies? Go ahead, Selectman Anderson.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. So my concern is this: is this an adult thing or is this a family thing?
It's an adult themed show. 13 and under are not permitted without grown up.
So are there like language concerns?
Language, it's not bad. Chris attended it, but last year was there. You gotta quit watching me. Yeah, Chris attended it the last year it was there. It's, you know, I don't know, how would you
It's
describe
a
it?
little risque. It's kind of like a date night, kind of friends gathering, outing kind of thing. But it's not vulgar by any means.
No
Very well put
nudity.
together, classy show. But it's geared more at an older group.
Okay. So my other question: have you been in touch with the police chief, the fire chief, and the board of health?
Yes.
You have,
Yes, sir.
and you've met their concerns.
I'm sorry.
We've submitted
We've
everything. that's
submitted everything that
required.
we've been asked for.
Okay. All right. Very good. No more questions, Mr. Chair.
And Selectman Anderson, just to confirm too, before it gets to us, the fire chief, police chief, all those people, they have to sign off on it before it gets to this level.
Correct.
So they have definitely, Mike, that's correct, right?
That's correct. And you'll notice in the motion that there are a few provisions that were there previously concerning public safety departments that are unchanged from the previous years.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Selectman Anderson, any further questions, sir?
No further questions, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns? No. Okay. So at this time, Chair would entertain a motion to approve the special event application for Cirque Entertainment for events scheduled to be held October 3rd, 2025 to October 5th, 2025 at the Wrentham Premium Village Outlets, 1 Premium Outlets Boulevard, under the following conditions. Event times will start no earlier than 4 p.m. and end no later than 11 p.m. Applicant shall coordinate all food-related permits with the Board of Health. Applicant shall confirm the number of police details with Chief of Police. Applicant shall schedule, coordinate with fire department, a pumper, fire engine, staff with 2 firefighters, EMTs during operating hours of the shows, and any applicable use or storage permits must be submitted a minimum of 30 days in advance for review. Applicant shall coordinate water access with the Department of Public Works. Applicant shall coordinate temporary tent permits with the Department of Inspections. Applicant shall notify direct abutters of any of the event dates.
Motion to approve.
Second,
Moved by Selectman Lamoth. Is there a second?
I second.
Second by Selectwoman Rouse. Any further discussion? Being none, Selectwoman Rouse,
Yes.
Selectman Anderson,
Yes.
Selectman Harrington,
Harrington, yes.
Selectman Lamoth,
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Hopefully, ladies, congratulations. Hopefully have another great show.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. Moving on, let's go to tab number 11. This is a livery license request. We have Ahmad Faraj with us of 115 King James Way. In our packet, we have the license, business card and registration. We have a attachment letter. So just for information for the public, we have this in our packets. Mr. Faraj, am I saying that correctly, by the way, Mr. Faraj? Are you with us? I see AF. I'm assuming that's him. Okay. Well, for our information, He is the only employee of this business and will be using a 2022 Chrysler Pacifica for transporting customers to and from Logan Airport. Sign off from the town as a requirement from MassDOT in order to operate a livery service at Logan. And it's my understanding that he already has a taxi service that he runs out of the same, he has one car taxi service, Mike King, that he runs out of his residence already.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
There's no issues, there's no problems with neighbors, no issues at all, no complaints.
Not that we've been made aware of.
Okay. So we have all this information in our packet. Pretty, I know this is not common for us to have to approve one of these. I don't think, I've never seen one. But we do have all the information here. Mike, do you have anything to add while I still would like to talk to Mr. Farage if he's available.
Yeah. Sure. I'll just reiterate again. In order to operate a livery vehicle at Logan Airport, Massport requires that an applicant obtain a letter from a town official stating that the town has no objections to the operation of the livery service. This is a Massport requirement. Wrentham last had a similar situation previously in 2015 when the select board communicated that they had no objection.
Yeah. Okay. Does that, I mean, it looks like Mr. Farage is on, but maybe he's not available. Does anyone at the board, do you have any comments, questions? Are we okay with this? Go ahead.
No, it's through you, Mr. Chair. As long as there's no issues, no complaints of the neighbors about, vehicles or commercial vehicles being parked in there. There's no issues, Mike. There's no complaints, nothing with the PD.
No, I mean, I asked him at the beginning of this.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he
thanks.
confirmed
Thank
he's
you.
not. Anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns? Mike, let it be known, reach out to Mr. Farage afterwards saying the board would have really liked to speak to him. He's on, but maybe he's having technical issues. It's not going to be a deal. I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker. Let's see what the board wants to vote, but it's always nice to be able to talk to the applicant,
I will communicate that.
Thank you. So at this time, Chair would entertain a motion to authorize Town Manager Mike King to sign the Massachusetts Transportation Authority's application to provide commercial ground transportation services. Attachment B on the town letterhead recommending Mr. Farage's request to operate a livery service within the confines of town.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made by Selectwoman Rouse, second by Selectman Lamothe. Any further discussion? Being none, do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse?
Yes.
Selectman Anderson?
Yes.
Selectman Harrington?
Harrington, yes.
Selectman Lamothe?
Moth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Okay, tab number 12. Update on MBTA communities. Mr. King, I believe you have an update for us.
I do, Mr. Chair. So I'd just like to communicate that since our last meeting, I did meet with the Attorney General's office to advise them of Wrentham's plans for a fall town meeting warrant article for MBTA Communities Act compliance. And the AG's office did not communicate any concerns at that time. And additionally, I would like to just have a quick reminder that administration will be at Wrentham Day on Saturday displaying the proposed locations for MBTA zoning. I will be present there with Town Planner Rachel Benson to answer any questions the public may have.
Appreciate that, Mr. King. And I know the board will do their best to, sprinkle in throughout the, 10 to 3 period as well. I'll be there in the morning myself. Again, I have games in the afternoon, but definitely be there in the morning for a couple hours at least. And that sounds great. Anything else to discuss regarding MBTA communities from any of the board members before we move on? No? Okay. This time, let's go to tab 13. It's public comment. Residents who wish to participate in public comment will be allotted 2 minutes to speak and must state their name and address for the record. At the start of the comment, a timer will be sent via message from Amanda Vazapolo. It should be visible on the top of the screen, and an alarm will chime when time is up. This time, any residents would like to participate in public comment? Give it a few seconds. Okay, seeing none. This time, we're going to move to tab number 13 for our town manager's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I'll begin my town manager's report by discussing the Public Works Building Project. Bid documents for the Public Works Building Project are being released tomorrow. And then additionally, tomorrow we have a Public Works Building Committee meeting at 4:30, and then a planning board hearing later that evening for the scheduled project. So it's a busy day for the planning of the Public Works Building Project. We are also currently finalizing several dates for public outreach, including an open house date where we're going to invite the public to come and see the conditions of the current facility themselves. And we do plan on having our community engagement beginning this Saturday at Wrentham Day, as already discussed. Those that have been at Town Hall recently may have noticed that we have some electrical vehicle chargers currently being installed in the parking lot behind Town Hall. We are waiting on National Grid to install a meter and energize them. There will be one charger with 2 ports. The ones at the center lot currently are 2 chargers with 2 ports each, so there's 4 there. So less at Wrentham Town Hall. But this project is being accomplished at no cost to the town, similarly to the center lot EV chargers that recently came online. And my last update is in regards to the bond rating call we had with Standard & Poor's. So Standard & Poor's Global Ratings has revised the outlook on Wrentham's long-term debt from stable to a positive, while affirming its AA+ rating as part of the process of reviewing the town's upcoming bond issuance for 2095 West Street, the land acquisition that was approved by town meeting. The upgrade to positive outlook reflects Wrentham's strong financial management, performance, and growing reserves. A rating upgrade to AAA, which is the highest attainable, is possible within the next 2 years if Wrentham continues to sustain its strong reserves, abide by financial policies, and manages liabilities prudently. This is a great accomplishment for the community and is a testament to the work that the town's been doing these last several years in terms of the finances. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, that's great, Mike. Just a couple comments from me and then see if the board members have anything else to add. First, on the bond rating, just an incredible accomplishment. It just highlights the town's fiscal responsibility from your office down. As you know, this board is very, very focused on fiscal responsibility and, making sure that we're financially stable, so that we can continue to provide the level of service that we have been accustomed to for all of our residents. High credit risk equals expensive borrowing. Low credit risk equals much less inexpensive borrowing. And when you're talking about bonding on multi-million-dollar projects, it's a huge impact to the community. So I think it's a testament to your leadership and the rest of the people on your team. Keep up the good work on that note. Regarding the charging stations, I just want a point of clarification that someone asked me in the past. The townspeople are not footing the bill for these. I know you said the installation, but I'm talking about if I go plug my electric vehicle into one of these bad boys, I'm putting in a credit card or something, right? The townspeople or the town is not footing the bill for the usage of electricity to charge these vehicles. Is that a fair statement?
You're correct on both accounts. So the project itself is being financed heavily by National Grid incentives for electric vehicle charging. And then to your point on the usage, it is based on a credit card. People pay when they charge, which pays for the electricity.
Beautiful. Thank you for clarification. I'll open it up to the board members for any questions, comments, or concerns about town manager's report at this time, starting with Michelle Rouse.
No further questions at this time. Thank you.
Selectman Anderson.
No, well stated, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Okay. Selectman Harrington.
No additional questions. Great job, Mike. You and the team do a wonderful job keeping everything on track, and appreciate what you do. Thank you.
Selectman Lamothe.
Michael, great job. One question, have you considered taking pictures of the DPW and having them available for the Saturday Wrentham Day event so that you can kind of get people's interest about, hey, why we want to do this and invite them to that showing?
Absolutely. So we're going to have some picture boards available on Saturday, and we're going to be showing not only the design for the future building, but also the current conditions as well.
Fantastic. Great,
Yeah,
thank you.
Roy, I sit on that board with Mike, and that was a big part of the marketing plan that we were going to do this. And not only just show pictures, we're going to have open houses, Roy, so we can invite people down to firsthand walk the property, the site, see the conditions that the workers, not only the workers, you know, are going through, but any resident that goes to the DBW for any level of business. You know, it's a second floor, it's not a good space. There's just a lot of issues. So we're going to be offering open houses, and we you know, strongly encourage all of us to bring all of our friends and neighbors so we can see exactly, you know, what we're giving the people that are supposed to protect and, you know, keep up and maintain the roads, the cemeteries, the, you know, all the public, you know, grass, all that stuff. It's a very challenging thing, to say the least. So yeah, I appreciate you saying that. And Mike, appreciate the answer. Anyone else have any anything to add before I turn the meeting over to Selectman Anderson? Okay, with that being said, Selectman Anderson, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First of all, I want to say great job tonight. Kept this meeting moving along. I appreciate that. And with that said, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion made by Selectman Anderson, second by Selectwoman Rouse. Any further discussion? Being none, Selectwoman Rouse,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Harrington,
Yes.
Lamoth,
Roth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
See you on
Mike,
Saturday.
thanks.
See you
Mike,
Saturday.
thanks for bailing me out.